Hello, everyone, and welcome to the show from the WBC studio. This is the Pawdcast. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Pawdcast. I am your host, Matthew Mendolia, and joined at the table today is my cousin, Edward Joseph McCure.
Yo, what up?
And today we're going to discuss a topic regarding video games. Now, we have all played video games in our past. Odds are everyone listening has played Mario Kart in some shape or form. Some people don't know about Mario Kart. It's the first one that came out in 1992, and this kart racing series has had 9 installments, not to mention the 3 arcade games as well. So there are 9 Mario Kart games. Technically, in one of them, they made a Mario Kart 8 and then an 8 Deluxe, but we are counting them as 2 separate games, and we are going to list them off. So there's Super Mario Kart back in 1992, Mario Kart 64 in 1996, Super Circuit in 2001, Double Dash in 2005, DS in 2005 as well. That might be wrong, but I believe that's right.
That can't be right.
I think that's a mistake on my part.
I
apologize.
Hold
now,
on,
here we're going to look it up.
Let me look that up. Mario Kart.
After DS, then came Mario Kart Wii in 2007. After that was then Mario Kart 7 in 2011. Then Mario Kart 8 in 2014.
Mario Kart Double Dash, ! Is the actual title, is a racing game developed by Nintendo Entertainment and published by Nintendo for the GameCube in 2003.
There we go, 2003. I didn't think it came out the same year. My fault. So Double Dash came out in 2003. And then after, like I said, Mario Kart 8 in 2014, came the Mario 8 Deluxe for Nintendo Switch in 2017. So how we are ranking these 9 games, we have under 4 categories: characters, vehicles, tracks, and overall experience.
And I'll be ranking them on just actually how good or bad they are.
Right. So we're kind of working off each other. Definitely kind of to talk off the cuff. We have some points and notes that we have.
Yes.
So for number 9, I'm gonna say what mine is first, and I believe EJ and I are the same. For number 9, Mario Kart 7.
I actually have Mario Kart 7 as my number 10 out of 9 because it's that bad.
Oh, stop. So one reason why I think Mario Kart 7 is worse is definitely the characters are absolutely terrible. Not considering there was an increase of 4 characters from Mario Kart DS to Mario Kart 7. One terrible loss, as some people would say, is one of the characters, Waluigi, who was Wario's counterpoint, wasn't in it. Very disappointing.
Any game without Waluigi automatically can't be anything more than a 9 out of 10.
Very true. Another character that we think makes no point in having is definitely the Queen Bee character.
Oh, Honey Queen?
Queen.
Honey Queen is absolutely the worst decision you could possibly have for a playable character. Honey Queen was literally a level in Mario Galaxy. Just a level. Imagine if World 1-1 was a playable character, and that's how stupid Honey Queen is.
I think the only reason why they added Honey Queen was to probably get more female involvement. But if that's the case, they could have had Rosalina or Toadette or even Birdo. Because as much, I would still play as those characters because they are still fun characters to play as. Anyway, the next part is vehicles. So the vehicle selections are terrible, in my opinion, though you can, quite frankly, build your own car. This was the first game to have that idea. I feel like if you're trying to win a game, you always want to get the best character, the best vehicles, no matter what. So quite frankly, the only way to do that is by having a light character like Toad or Lakitu is one of our Shy Guy, or the Koopa Troop with the turtle. I cannot play as my favorite character, Wario, because he's too heavy. It ruins the fun. And now I have to get these little roller cart wheels called rollers in order to have better acceleration and handling. To me, it ruins the fun completely. And I can't have fun with the choice options if I want to win.
Yeah. Also, not only do you have to have a really stupid looking car in order to actually do well in a race, the whole process of customizing your vehicle, you have to choose your car, you have to choose your your wheels, and you have to choose your paraglider, which is probably like the only good idea in this entire game was like, and I wouldn't even say it's a great idea. It's like an okay idea. Is like you can paraglide, which is like kind of cool.
Well, because here's the thing. I think the only way to make Mario Kart relevant is they had to do something more.
Well, I know you got to add something new, but like you have to like go through and like look at all the menu, and like Matt said,
it's time consuming.
It's time consuming because, like Matt said, you have to the disparity between like the best and worst.
Yep.
Like stats is especially pronounced, it seems, in Mario Kart 7.
It is.
So it actually matters that you have a light character and a stupid-looking car.
Yeah.
And, you know, scrolling through all the menu options takes time. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I just want to get in there and race. Like,
yeah.
I wanna hurt my friend's feelings and look good doing it in the shortest amount of time.
Yeah.
I mean, that's...
Another thing is, going back to what we said about hang gliders, or paragliders they're called, I liked that idea for the tracks. I liked the concept of kind of flying through, because you could kind of do like a dive bomb to get a speed boost. I thought the idea was cool, just definitely poorly executed.
Yeah, I mean...
I agree.
The aerial mobility is limited, which I guess it makes sense. I mean, if you were really going to strap a kite onto a go-kart, in real life, it probably would work even worse than it does.
Very true.
But the whole point of the game is suspension of disbelief.
Yes. So. Well, it's Mario. You really can't put logic sometimes. So
exactly.
I think overall, I was just not impressed. I feel like I want to like the game because of the new things it add. But again, there's a better game that does it.
Oh, I don't even want to like it because, like,
I know.
I mean, I had Mario Kart DS when it came out, so like my handheld racing needs were already fulfilled.
Yes, I agree. I think DS was a lot better. We'll get into that. So number 8, Mario Kart 8. Funny enough, I have a problem with Mario Kart 8. I'm not gonna lie. I think you and I both have the same thing. So characters were okay.
Were they though?
I don't know, because here's the thing. What I didn't know is Mario Kart 8 and Deluxe, because they're basically the same game, they both have 36 characters, the most. Before that was Mario Kart Wii with 28 or 29, including the Mii.
Well, if you include the Miis, it's 28 plus an infinite number of...
No, you can only make one per profile.
No?
Yeah, no?
Can you?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Like, if you made a profile for your thing, that was the only Mii you could use.
We're going to have to go back and play this.
I know. You don't remember? Because
I don't.
Because that Mii affected
no, remember we
kind.
No, we were kids. We used to race our Miis against each other. Remember that?
Oh, that was because if you did multiplayer, they had the guest. Yes. But only if you're doing single player, it's your
if you're
profile.
doing single player. But I mean, who plays Mario Kart single player?
I know.
I mean, you have to unlock the characters. It's a multiplayer game.
It is. We are completely jumping over Mario Kart. We'll talk about Wii later. That's how good Mario Kart Wii is. Anyway, going back to Mario Kart 8. I like the idea of incorporating all the Koopa Links, Bowser's children, but no Bowser Jr.? You have every single other kid, for lack of a better word, and not him. He's like the main character.
I mean, to be fair, he was the last one to come out.
No, wait, what do you mean last one to come out?
I mean...
Oh, because he was in Super Mario Sunshine, that's right.
Yeah, all the other kids were in Super Mario World for the Super Nintendo.
Yes.
Which was like 93 or something.
Yeah. 93. But Bowser Jr. was in Mario Kart Wii. It could easily been added. Now, I know you can't do, like Super Smash Bros., a skin swap, because it's kind of different with a complete other character.
I mean, I don't know anything about programming, but I'm sure they could have added that
if they did it in Super Smash, I feel like racing would be easier, but we don't know.
I don't know. I mean, if they're... Like we said about Mario Kart 7 and the paragliders, like, you have to keep it fresh, add something new.
Yeah.
Personally, I'd rather have skin swaps than the new twist they added, which is the whole thing was, like, involved around, like, the number 8 and how it was, like, the logo was, like, a weird infinity sign Mobius strip kind of thing.
No, because you could go upside down.
Yeah, because the wheels were, like, I guess, like, magical magnets or something, and you could, like, go upside down on the track, which... kind of cool and sci-fi-ish, but like unnecessary in my
Well,
opinion.
here's the problem with that. Not to mention that Link and a Villager were on the characters.
Oh,
Well,
Villager? Okay.
I don't know why.
Villager? Alright, bad enough you have
no
Villager.
swearing, mister.
but
I know
like-
you don't like him.
You have... Villager takes up 2 character slots.
Not to mention the 3 Marios you have, and the 3
So,
Peaches.
not only would skin swaps...
For Tanuki Mario, or Cat Mario,
Not
yeah.
only would skin swaps be really cool,
Yep.
they make a lot of sense because the roster is just like artificially bloated instead of actually having a bunch of characters.
Unlike Wii, again,
Like
where it was diverse.
Well, I mean, you did have Bowser and Dry Bowser.
But Dry Bowser's cool. Let's be honest
That's also
now.
very true.
So going with vehicles, again, I don't like the idea of trying to create a best car because it ruins the fun of you just having a cool car. I liked the standard cars. What I do like, though, are these tracks, certain ones. Because of the idea that you can fly upside down, only certain tracks idolize that. So, for example, for that Mario Kart Circuit one, when you legit race on the figure 8, that was cool.
I think it's a Mobius strip rather than a...
I don't
Whatever.
know. Whatever it is.
It's cool.
It is because
I'll admit that's cool.
The whole world flips.
Yeah.
You flip, but but now if you're talking about Baby Park,
Yeah, like the retro cups that they like the courses that they bring back from other games
Where
that like before they had the whole upside downy thing.
yeah,
They changed them so like they were the same general shape.
Yep.
But like
Some of them were okay,
I guess
most were
twisted them
different.
in the Z axis, so you did technically go upside down.
or or not even to go upside. Yeah, some were upside down.
Yeah.
Or one of them was like the Twisted Mansion. I liked because you're like driving on like the left, like the walls.
Yeah.
Which, when you're racing, you don't realize it until you start looking around you, going, "Oh, the water is above me. Oh my goodness, I'm upside down." That kind of like, whoa, how cool!
But I feel like it almost cheapens the retro cups. It's like the
Yes,
whole point.
I agree.
The whole point of the retro cups is like that these tracks are like all the best. They were all the best ones from the other game.
They're like the nostalgic tracks.
Like they should be so good you don't need to mess around with them. And they did.
Yep, I agree.
Like Baby Park was perfect in its own weird and chaotic way.
Yeah, with just the
But-
circles, or the ovals. I agree. There was no need for a weird. Yeah, there was no need for it to be on an axis. The whole thing was tilted on an angle.
Yeah.
Just to utilize that
And
feature.
then
There was no
another
need.
all the DLC, like really, like I didn't need.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm gonna be honest. Do I play as Link in the Mercedes race car every time I play Mario Kart 8? Yes. Should that have been a thing that the developers allowed to happen? Absolutely not.
Well, here's the problem though. The only way to get that in Mario Kart 8 was by buying the expansion pack. If you got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on Nintendo Switch, everything was included. So for me, I think I lost.
Not the Mercedes stuff.
Not the
Because that was
Mercedes,
like a
that's true.
one-time promotion.
That was a
thing.
one-time. Regardless,
But you also bought that.
right? I bought it. So I basically wasted.
I mean, you'd
$30.
have no way of knowing that they were going to come out with 8 Deluxe on the Switch. Like
That's
that's a
true.
forgivable mistake.
But you would
I mean-
think that they always make a new one. They always make a new Mario Kart for each console.
That's
less.
another thing that I have. I mean, that's more
Yeah.
about 8 Deluxe than 8, but
Yep.
is that like they probably will have a Mario Kart 9 for Switch, but I don't know.
I don't know what the new thing will be.
Will it-
I don't want it to be
No,
there.
but
I don't
mean,
want
like,
there to be
will
a new
it-
thing.
Is that going to be pushed off now because they had 8 Deluxe and they think that'll satisfy us for however many years?
I think 8 Deluxe was like an apology of how bad number 8 was.
Oh, it definitely is, but like, are they going to think that's an excuse not to make a 9? Is what I'm saying.
I don't know. I hope not.
I hope not
I hope
as well.
not. All right. Going off that was a good long talk. That was good. Going off number 7, I think it was Mario Kart 64.
Oh, really? That's
So this is where we get
Wow.
different. So, you had your standard 8 characters. There wasn't a Donkey Kong Jr. or a Koopa compared to the first ever Super Mario Kart.
I mean, who played as them, though? Let's be honest.
Oh, I did Koopa because there was no Wario. Now Wario came out and Donkey Kong came out.
Wario was in 64.
He wasn't. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
he was in 64. Yeah. So again, this was the second game. This is basically Mario Kart 2. So I don't give it that much.
Yeah, that's
hate. This was their first time expanding.
I mean, it's yeah. You gotta. They were relatively new to it. It was the first. First of all, it was the first one in with like 3D graphics.
Yes, it was.
First one with 3D graphics. So
I believe so.
You know.
Again, big. I'm not. Again, when we make these lists, it's not that we're saying these games are bad.
Well, I'm saying Mario Kart 7 was an absolute piece of garbage. I am saying that.
But now, like for mine, like I don't think Mario Kart 64 is like it didn't do it. Like it didn't hurt the gaming industry.
Oh,
I just personally how I rank them. It's not one of my favorites.
I mean, for me, it's a classic. Like it's before my time.
It is a classic, though.
But it is like I used to play it at parties with like a bunch of kids would just get together and like play video games.
Yeah.
Like the older kids would bring their N64.
That's
and
awesome.
we play Mario Kart 64.
Well, yeah, it's such a classic game that it sounds bad that it goes under the list.
I mean,
but
sure, do people idolize it too much? Like
I think it's maybe a little bit not overrated, but it is idolized too much.
I feel like people slightly overrate N64 games. Like Ocarina of Time was fantastic, but is it actually the greatest game that anyone has ever made ever? No.
I don't know. Yeah, I agree. I loved the pipe vehicle, the design for those vehicles, the pipe design.
Yeah.
That's what it's called. I thought they were so unique, and when you think of the pipes, you think of Mario Kart 64. Almost like when you think of Mario Kart DS, you think of that B-Dasher, that roller.
B-Dasher?
B-Dasher.
I think of like all the different wacky stuff.
Yes, but when you think of what's one car that says each one, like that's what I think of. Yeah. Or like when I think of Mario Kart Wii, I think of like that Wild Wing, or like the little car with the wings on it.
Yeah,
like that's what I'm saying. Like you think of wow, if that car just goes with it, I think that's really cool.
Yeah, I mean the B-Dasher was on the cover art. Maybe
right,
that's why.
Well, I mean it was also on for 64.
That's true.
Very
it's
true.
It's true.
And that might have to play an effect to it.
Yeah.
I think though, I think the races were fine.
Yeah, I mean,
it had 16 races though. When the first game though had 20. That is a little bit of a little nick to it. Now, again, probably because the first game with 3D graphics, give or take.
But
you need that little push or shove.
I mean, they're definitely a lot more complex.
Oh yeah, they are.
I mean, the first Mario Kart was basically just
shapes,
for the most
2D shapes.
For the most part, it was all like just right-hand turns and simple.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it was.
There was no jumps.
They weren't like necessarily like easy or simple.
Correct.
Some of them, but I mean, they were. They were simple, I guess.
Yeah. No, I agree. I'm not harping or hurting the game. Clearly, it's like do you want better graphics or do you want more courses? It's a
fine line.
Game.
It's a fine line.
There's definitely
if you have just like the most mind-blowing graphics, but the content is like very limited, then it's awful. But I mean, like you could have the best gameplay, but if the graphics are, although I definitely lean more on the side of forgiving poor graphics than forgiving for a good gameplay than forgiving poor gameplay for amazing graphics.
Yes, I agree. Again, this was the second game. This is the first time it came out. I think overall, great game. Not my personal favorite, but obviously I could see why it's one of the classics.
I actually had this at number 5 for my list.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, interesting.
For my number
7.
My number 7 was actually the first one ever, the Super Nintendo one.
Okay, that was my number 5. Why so low?
Kind of for some of the things that I said is like the courses were relatively, and I get it, it's the first one, you have to forgive them.
But like I'm also not putting it as number 1.
Yeah, like alright, give them a little leeway because it's only, I mean, I probably sound like a hypocrite because I was just saying, don't give them a little slack because it was only the second one for 64. But
why this was the first game we're talking about.
Then again,
I could see why it wasn't as thrilling.
Yeah,
I mean, overexcited to play. I could see. I was thinking of making it lower, but after reanalyzing the other games, that's why it went a little higher. I agree with you, 100%.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I've never actually played it, but
now I have. See, what's funny is how we shows or researches, EJ and I are not talking off the cuff. I personally have bought. You were a little bit.
I've played all of them except the first one.
Well, I have all of them on my virtual console, which is on the Wii U. You can buy each one. The only one I don't have is Mario Double Dash, but EJ does on his computer. So I've been able to play all 9 of them. So that's why I feel like I have more of a. I have more.
Yeah,
I have a good reasoning. Better word.
Like I said, I've never actually played the game, but I mean the tracks. When they bring back some of the tracks for the later games.
Yep.
Yeah, they're nice, but they are pretty simple.
Yeah.
I mean.
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
What is it? Mario Kart 8's the one where they bring back the SNES Rainbow Road.
Even Mario Kart Wii had it.
No, it didn't.
Yeah. No.
Mario Kart Wii only had one Rainbow Road, didn't it?
No, I swear.
No, it had 2.
It had 2. Yeah, it had Retro. 2. No, I had it.
I don't think it had that particular one. Because that one is pretty much just a rectangle with like one bend in it.
Yeah. No, I don't. I don't remember. I don't remember off the top of my head. Anyway,
it's pretty basic.
Yeah, it is. I'm not. Yeah. Okay.
Like.
So number 6. When we get to number 5, we will do a brief intermission, just letting you know ahead of time. So for number 6, I said Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
I said the same thing.
Really? That's perfect. Wow, yeah, you did.
Yeah.
That's funny. And the only reason for number 6?
Yeah.
No, you're on. That's number 7. It doesn't matter.
That's number 6.
Okay.
Learn numbers, man.
Anyway, I think the only reason why they made Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was to apologize for creating the terrible game of Mario Kart 8.
Which, yeah, I mean...
Because you finally get Bowser Jr., King Boo, and Dry Bowser, which to me, they're my favorite... No, I'm sorry, not Dry Bowser. Dry Bowser you could buy.
Oh, you could? That's...
You could buy him.
I mean, he's cool, but I don't... How much is it?
I don't remember off the top of my... I want to say 30, but you get everything.
$30?
Because I don't remember.
There's no way.
Maybe not 30.
I mean, he's cool, but there's no way you'd spend...
No, not him, because you get all 6 characters, and you get 2 new racing cups, and all the cars and the equipment.
Oh, I was going to say...
No, it's not one character.
There's no way they'd charge $30 for one character. No. I mean, they're not EA.
No, I know that Bowser Jr. and King Boo came out. There was another... Oh, Dry Bones, not Bowser.
Yeah,
that's fine. Dry Bones came out. I'm sorry, I have typing error on my phone.
I mean...
Those are one of my favorite characters to play as. So not only did you get new characters, you did get new items. You got the feather from Super Mario World. You had not the Tanuki, the I'm sorry, the Piranha Plant. He came back,
which it does work similar. It
does.
It's definitely toned down a bit, but it does work similar to the Chain Chomp item from Double Dash.
It is. And then there was the blue boomerang, which was cool. So you would hit an enemy in front, bounce back. You can keep doing it at least 2 or 3 times. What else? So you also had all the old DLC characters came back, and I believe you then got 2 new racetracks, or maybe not 4. I believe you got 2 new cups.
Yeah, so 8 new racetracks. I mean,
yes.
8 new racetracks. 2 new cups is 8.
No, because there was the Triforce Cup, the Yoshi Egg. I thought there was like the bell and like the ribbon. No, there was 4. I think it was like a whole new game.
Yeah.
You did get technically 16 new races.
Yeah. So again, the races for 8 Deluxe.
They're pretty much the same as 8.
They were pretty much the same as 8.
A little bit more modernized. They kind of cleaned up some of the graphics, I guess.
I mean, the graphics on the Switch are a little bit better than the Wii.
They are. They are.
But the characters, that's a big thing.
Which is funny because there was literally only 3 new characters, but it made a big difference.
The character roster certainly isn't perfect.
Yep,
I mean,
I agree.
Especially with like the karts and things. Like you have the Blue Falcon. Yeah. As a kart, but like not Captain Falcon as a playable character,
which is
really weird.
It's weird, but then if that's really the case, then you should either put in Captain Falcon, or they shouldn't have added Link in the first place, but his car.
Oh, I wouldn't even say that, because his car is the motorcycle, which they had that on Mario Kart 8, like the original Mario Kart 8.
Yeah.
Which I'm not sure exactly the timeline. But I feel like that definitely got. I feel like that got released before they added the motorcycle to Breath of the Wild.
Oh yeah.
So,
Oh, you think that was like a hint?
looking back, it might have been.
Well,
although
like an
it
Easter egg.
But I don't blame myself for not like making that connection
No,
because
it's Mario Kart.
You have to be an actual insane person to think there's a Link motorcycle in Mario Kart.
Oh.
That means obviously there's going to be a motorcycle in a DLC for the Zelda game that just came out.
Yeah, very true. Yeah, no, I don't think so. The vehicles were all the same.
Yeah.
I think maybe one or two new ones. I don't even think so.
I don't know. They might have been taken away one. Because they don't have the Mercedes ones anymore.
That's true.
Which, again, was a sellout.
Yep. Again, all the tracks are the same.
Playing.
All the tracks are the same, but you get those new ones.
Yeah, I mean...
Which I believe, again, they came out also on the regular 8.
Yeah, but, like, again, the upside-down gimmick is, like, it's cool sometimes, but sometimes it just really isn't.
It depends on which racetrack.
Yeah.
I agree. Or, like, one of them was, like, when you do Toad Harbor. The only time you use it when you go on a wall. That doesn't benefit.
Yeah,
you.
That wall was definitely thrown in there. It's the one.
Oh yes.
There's one point in the like.
That's the only point.
Don't even do it. Don't even do it.
Yeah.
You know what? Mario Kart 8 Deluxe that just dropped down a spot. Congratulations, congratulations, Super Mario Kart.
Well, hold on
You're
though.
now number 6.
Well, because they had the new battle modes. They had besides when they had the cops and robbers. Have you ever played it?
Yeah, we played it one time.
Yeah, I think it's cool.
Yeah,
that's a new one.
It was cool. All right.
I don't know. Again, I don't know.
Call it 6A and 6B. Yeah,
6 and a half.
We'll put them both at 6.5. Make a compromise there.
That's funny. Okay, number 5. I have the original Super Mario.
And I
Kart.
had Mario Kart 64.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, how funny! So I think our top 4 might be the same.
Yeah, if not, like they might be a slightly different order or not.
But they are the same 4. That's
so we
great.
definitely have the same top 4.
See, two great minds think alike.
But I mean, we've already talked about those games. If you want to go in,
I just want to go in a little bit more
depth.
I want to go a little bit more. I've never understood the original 8 characters. You have Mario, Luigi, Peach, Bowser, Toad. Who am I missing? Koopa was one of them.
Wario and Bowser.
No, Bowser was in it, not Wario for the first game.
Oh, for the first game.
First game it was Donkey Kong Jr. Why? And that's why him. Why not just Donkey Kong?
Wait, who's Donkey Kong Jr.?
You don't remember him? First of all,
you mean Diddy Kong?
No, Donkey Kong Jr.
All right.
First of all, so during the good history lesson.
Donkey Kong.
During
I feel like I vaguely remember him.
He has a white shirt. They used him in
which Donkey Kong country was he in?
Hey, it could have been the first one. I don't know, but
probably was.
He's been around. So after the success of the arcade game Donkey Kong.
Yeah, like with the old.
Original
with the barrels.
Yes,
and
yeah. They made another one called Donkey Kong Jr. where Mario trapped Donkey Kong, and you had to play as Donkey Kong Jr. and climb up a rope and get keys to push them up into the trap that was above.
This is completely new information.
You don't know? You never knew this?
No.
You need to look it up. I don't remember the year. I want to say, when did Donkey Kong...
Definitely way before either of us were around.
Obviously. When did Donkey Kong come out? 83?
No.
82.
The very first Mario came out in 86, so...
Then
I feel like it was at least a couple years before that.
89? I don't think it came out in the 90s, Donkey Kong Jr. But regardless, I don't know why he is ever used. Because he was... he's in the tennis one. I believe he's in one of... I want to say he was in tennis. One of the Mario tennises.
Wasn't the first Mario Tennis for the GameCube? Because I have that game. He's not in it.
Oh, then who am I...
Mario Golf? Are you thinking of Mario Golf for the Super Nintendo?
I'm not. No, I don't know. Do you know what? No.
They can hear the picture.
All right. Well, you know what we're gonna do. I think this might call it for a good intermission.
Yeah.
This is great for our top, 5 through 9. And what we're gonna then do is do our top 4.
Yeah, we'll hit you with the top 4.
So we'll see you
in a little bit.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our Mario Kart podcast. So, new news that we figured out as I showed EJ during our brief intermission.
They made a Mario Tennis for the Nintendo 64.
And who was in it?
Donkey Kong Jr.
I told you he had a racket.
This was before my time. I wasn't born yet. I don't know this.
You're not.
You weren't born yet either.
I know,
so
but
I'm not sure how you know this.
I have good Mario knowledge. I'm a little Mario nerd.
I guess you are.
Anyway, so let's jump right into it.
Top four.
Let's
go.
I gotta pull up my. Okay, ready? Here we go.
Number 4.
Are you gonna go first now? I'll be nice. I'll let you go first.
I'll let you.
No, you go first.
Oh, all right.
Guess
Number
first.
4. Mario Kart Super Circuit
I have the same thing.
for the Game Boy.
Yes, I have the same thing. You want to talk about it first?
Yeah. So.
Characters. When do you want to
Characters?
Do you remember who they were? It's the same actually as 64, with Wario and Donkey Kong being together. All the other 6 were the same.
I mean, like the characters, they didn't wow me. None of the characters really necessarily wowed me until
Wii, right?
I mean,
or 60. No, Wii, because everyone else it was the same 8 characters.
Yeah, but like, it did enough to get the job done. I mean, like,
I agree.
Basically, like, I've always been playing as Luigi, so that's kind of always been around as an option.
Yeah.
So, but it is nice to have a bigger character selection.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Mario Kart DS had the next installment of. They gave you the 3 more, which we'll discuss in DS later. Again, I liked the classic pipe design for Mario 64. They kept it, which I didn't know. They kept it. And it looked nice.
Yeah.
It looked nice.
But
I'm not complaining.
The main thing that I really like about this game is
I think we're going to say the same thing.
The tracks.
Yeah.
I mean, well, first of all, you had a lot more tracks.
You had 5 cups to begin with, and each cup still had 4.
Yeah.
So you had 20 races off the bat, which most people who don't play this game won't realize that when you played the game, you would then unlock old cups from the previous games.
Well, you'd have two cups of brand new and 2 cups of retro. Like from DS on, you had 2 cups.
From DS on, yes. For this one,
but you've always started with
in this one you started with
2.
In this one, I don't know what you started off with, but regardless, no, we started off with 5. We started off with 4.
You start off with 4.
4. Then you get the special cup. It's called, I believe. But then you got all these old ones from all the other games, meaning you had a total of 40 races.
Yeah.
So, that's the second highest. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, or 8, because I think they both share it, have the most races. So that's incredible. And that's why it makes it.
To put that in perspective, you had to pay for some of those other ones.
Right, for the Mario Kart 8 ones.
All of these 40 came at, your standard retail price of...
Back then, that was still kind of... I want to say, not even 30?
Yeah, it was like $30.
Not even, I don't think.
Well, yeah, let's just call it $30 and the time and effort required to unlock them.
Yeah. Which I think, again, that's pretty good. And then considering...
But the thing about the courses is, well, first of all, they had not 1 but 4 Bowser's Castles.
Yes, they did.
And Bowser's Castle is a staple in the Mario Kart series.
That and Rainbow Road.
And they're always some of the funnest courses to play on. So having 4 of them in one game was,
amazing.
Especially nice. But the main thing is the fact that, in Mario Kart, they'll always have courses from previous games that they'll bring back.
And that's what's called the Retro Cup.
Yeah, they call that the Retro Cup.
That's what this was. So when they said old cups, that was actually like the original design of Retro Cups to bring back the new ones. This one brought literally all of them. Again, this was the second installment.
Yeah.
It made sense to bring them all back, but as the years went on, they selected a few.
But a lot of the favorite Retro Cups and some of the ones that they keep bringing back multiple times come from this game.
Yeah.
Like...
A lot of them come from this game. That's right, and that's why I think this deserves the number 4. If you care about the quantity of racetracks compared to the quantity of characters, or I guess the quality of the gameplay, because again, this was the second game I think that came out, or third game. Now I'm thinking about it. Again, there's a reason why this makes top 4 for us.
I mean, just to go back to some of the
Well, yeah, you have the
I brought up like a track list.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the ones that they've brought back.
Yeah, name a few.
You know, you have Peach Circuit. They brought back on the DS.
Yep.
That was always fun.
But that's the one that was always raining, right?
No, that was Luigi Circuit. Another one that they brought back. You know, Bowser's Castle 3 they brought that one back for
that one that was like you had to keep doing the jumps.
Yeah, they brought that one back for the DS.
They brought it for Wii.
And the DS.
Oh, you're right. I forgot. Yeah, you're right. I don't remember if it was on 8. Again, I haven't played it as much. I don't have.
Yeah,
that
like
much
I said, there's a lot of great courses on this one.
No, what was Yoshi's Circuit?
Or
Yoshi Falls.
Yeah, Yoshi. One. Both of them were. Yoshi 64? Falls first came out on the DS. Yoshi Circuit was on the GameCube.
You're right. Oh, I forgot. Yes. I forgot that was a new one on DS. Oh, I completely forgot.
That's another one that has a lot of good retro crafts.
Okay.
But still talking about Super Circuit now.
Yep. Oh yeah.
What did you especially like about it?
For me, I just liked that there were so many races. There was never. I feel like when you're playing these games over time, and there's a lot of repetition. If you want to get all 3 stars in all characters, you have to keep playing the same courses over and over again. Especially for the newer ones, if you want to get all those kart customizations, you have the only way out is by collecting coins, and you can only get 10 per race. You literally have to continue to do them over and over again. So I feel like
that's another thing that this game had is they had coins.
They did have coins,
yes.
But what did they give you a boost?
I believe I think
they didn't give you cards.
I think you just collected them. I haven't played this game in a while.
I don't remember, to tell you the truth. Look it up, audience. I don't know.
I'll look it up for you. Maybe not. I won't.
Maybe we'll figure it out in post. I don't know. But I just liked that because there were so many races, you really weren't. It would take longer for you to get bored.
Yeah.
As compared to some of the again for Super Mario Kart, I know that both of us had the lower tier. There was only 20 races, which I know back then that was a lot. Nowadays, you could spit 20 races.
Yeah.
I just think that because it gets boring, and maybe that's the reason why they had to add the new kart customizations or flying to keep it rejuvenating.
But I mean,
that's not the way to do it.
I mean, last time we played Mario Kart 8, how long did we play for? 20 minutes before we called it quits?
Not even.
Exactly.
Not even.
And
we just played it recently.
Yeah. Last weekend.
Yeah. So I know but now if we did we'd do every one.
Oh yeah, we
would do the coin run.
We've done that for before. 6 hours at a time.
We've been doing that since every time you slept over. We might do that after this podcast. Yeah. We're gonna go play Mario Kart Wii.
But yeah, so Mario Kart Super Circuit, 40 races.
That's a lot. Again, it's top. The reason why we're having a top 4. Going the next one. What is your top 3?
Top 3 for me?
Or what is your what is your number 3?
Number 3 is Mario Kart Double Dash, spelled with 2 exclamation points.
I wonder why I was doing that. Really?
Yes. Mario Kart Double Dash, exclamation point for the Nintendo GameCube.
I have that for number 2. My number 3 is Mario DS.
Okay, well, we can...
Why? Right. Okay, you go... Why so low?
Why so
low? For
low?
Double Dash, why so low?
Well, because... Well, first of all...
Again, so top 3, we're not really complaining.
I didn't own this game till recently. Okay. So, it came out in 2003.
Yep.
Which, was... Technically, I was alive for it, but I wasn't playing Mario Kart at age 5. I mean, call me old-fashioned, but I was not playing Mario Kart at age 5. I never actually owned it.
Yep.
I did have, definitely, actually do call me old-fashioned, because the way I played it was I had a cousin who's a little bit younger than me. I played it at his house. But I never owned the game until recently when I got a GameCube emulator on my computer.
That's cool.
So I own it now.
Uh-huh.
But I do remember the reason I got it recently for my emulator is because I remember it being really fun.
Yeah.
Back then, and it still holds up.
I think it holds up. I think the reason why I made it as number 2, there was so much new stuff. This was one of the only games where you could hold 2 items.
Oh yeah,
you could accept deluxe.
I mean, the game was kind of really revolved around the number 2, to say the least.
Well, it's called double.
Yeah.
Oh my, yeah.
So
well, yeah.
The new gimmick was like, it really kind of like blew everything out of the water.
Which was great.
Um,
Do you want me to?
how it worked is you pick 2 people on the car, so you have a driver and a passenger, and you'd get different items depending on who your driver and passenger were.
Yep, and there were 20 characters to choose from, so you had a lot of opportunities.
And you could mix in like it wasn't like 10 pairs, preset pairs.
There were 20 characters.
You could mix and match, do whatever, and much like
you could have Bowser and Peach working together for the first time.
Yeah, and much like Super Circuit, again, the tracks are really great.
Yes,
and it speaks for himself how many times they've brought him back.
Yes, a lot of famous Waluigi Stadium.
Yeah, I
is
mean
one.
That is those.
And that's one of the best ones. I'm sorry, Waluigi Stadium.
All the game. I did like Wario Stadium for the DS, which is in a similar vein.
Same thing.
I mean, jumping through the
Rings of Fire.
Yeah, I think it's the only non-Bowser Castle where you actually jump through fire.
Yes.
Don't quote me on that, but it just might be.
Well, except like Grumble Volcano back on the Wii, but that
Did you actually jump through a ring of fire?
No. You jumped over lava.
Yeah.
That's very true. Okay. I ranked it as number 2 just because it gave so much new things to it. I'm mad that on my virtual console that I don't have it. If anything, I might have to buy myself a laptop or go on my computer and buy the GameCube thing and legit.
You don't have to buy yourself a laptop. You can just download Dolphin Emulator.
No, that's how passionate I am for Double Dash. I will spend over $300.
At that point, you might as well just buy a GameCube.
No! I love the concept.
Yeah.
Because this has never been repeated, having 2 characters drive. I think it would also be literally impossible now, because you have to have...
Also,
there's over 40 characters now. They wouldn't be able to, I don't think they'd be able to do it.
Yeah. Well...
Unless they would cut back characters, which, I don't know.
I wouldn't mind them doing. I wouldn't mind them doing.
I would worth this. I think they could sacrifice Pink Gold Peach.
Yeah.
I don't know. Call me crazy. I don't know.
I mean,
So then, is your number 2 then DS?
It is.
So why? Okay, because I ranked it number 3.
Okay.
So I know nostalgia goggles we have because these 2 games, the last 2, you already know what number 1 is.
Well, so number 1 is Mario Kart Wii, obviously.
But so these 2 games are basically our true childhood.
Yeah,
I'm trying to go
between Mario Kart DS, Mario Kart Wii, and the Subspace Emissary from Super Smash Bros. Brawl.
That was our life.
Those probably combined for 95% of my childhood.
And speaking of Super Smash for Subspace Emissary, we will have a separate podcast to talk about not only the new release for Smash 5, but we will talk about Super Smash Bros.
Games in our next podcast, so stay tuned for that.
Are we real? Yes, we are.
Are we really?
Yes.
Come on.
You said it. Now we have to do it. We will talk. We will have a discussion about Super Smash.
I make the rules around here.
You're a guest on the show.
I might be a guest, but I make the rules around here.
Anyway, why did you rank DS so high?
Well, I'm gonna go out and say it. It is nostalgia. I did just say it.
Okay.
You're trying to be all objective about it. No, that's not
hide.
the way to go. It's Mario Kart.
The whole point is
come on.
Yeah, I know.
Also, first of all, where else can you have Luigi riding a vacuum cleaner,
Wario on a tractor,
and Wario on a tractor, and have that actually be a competitive race with Bowser driving an airplane.
Yep.
Perfectly
normal.
They had all the wacky vehicles for Mario Kart DS. There's nothing else like it in the series.
It really, because though there were stats, they weren't so heavily weighed or so diverse that you only had to have this one car in order to win.
Yeah, it truly is the most balanced.
I think so. Out of most of them, except I think Wii, but
Wii was pretty balanced as well.
This is a good second.
Which is
Well, I think Double Dash because they didn't. Did they have stats or no? Double Dash.
They did, but
back in I know.
Barrel Train was objectively the best car to use.
Really? Yeah. I wouldn't have thought so. Good. I like trains. Oh, I guess because they brought that back in Mario Kart 7.
Yes.
The barrel train. So they have,
But-
again, they sometimes
But like they
like
never.
to bring... Wasn't there was a pipe design in one of the other games? Was it DS? They had... Not,
in Double Dash, they had pipes.
Yes.
Pipe car.
like a
Yeah, well, they had
legit
two different
pipe.
colors of pipe car.
Right. Didn't they have it in another game?
I don't know.
I thought they did. Maybe I'm
But-
wrong, but I thought they did.
I really like all the karts in Mario Kart DS.
I do.
You had, right from the get-go, you had you had 2 kart options for every character.
Mm-hmm.
Just obvious, like the standard one, which was the same.
Yep.
And then every character had another one, which was like wacky and
Uniquely
fun.
tailored
Yeah.
to them, to their personality.
Like I mentioned earlier, Luigi had the vacuum, the Poltergust 3000 from Luigi's Mansion.
Wario had this like
Wario
bruiser.
had it was called the Brute. It was
Brute.
like it was like an old car. It was a
1960s
convertible.
car,
Yeah, it was
yeah.
like an old 1960s convertible
Oh, so good.
in black. Waluigi
yeah.
had
A crane.
it wasn't a crane. It was a backhoe.
Backhoe.
It was like a yellow backhoe.
Oh.
And then don't get me
But
started.
it fit with
Yeah.
his personality. though.
Dry Bones had a tank for God's sakes.
Which that has a lot to say of what Dry Bones did in his past. I wonder how he died. Maybe with the tank.
Maybe. I don't know.
Well, going with Dry Bones, I love they introduced Daisy for the first time. They introduced her as a playing option, as a character option.
She was playable in Double Dash.
Oh, you're right. What am I? Don't listen to me. But okay, they brought her. They brought Dry Bones. Dry Bones was never there. Dry Bones.
Correct.
But then they brought Rob, and now many people. It took me a long time to figure out who the heck was Rob.
Yeah,
So
so
for some of our younger, do you know more about Rob than I do?
I do know that Rob was actually an accessory for the original NES.
He was. So what Rob was,
I don't know what it stands for. Robot. Like,
oh no, he stood. I'm gonna look this up. Hold on. No.
B. I'm pretty sure the B stands for buddy. It's like robot
Yes,
something buddy.
Or like yes. No, he stood
Don't
for
quote me on
something.
that.
But what was great though about Rob was many people didn't really know about him.
They never brought it back.
Robotic.
For the
Here it
DS.
is. Robotic operating buddy.
Robotic operating buddy.
Yep, he was released in Japan first as the Family Computer Robot. He was the accessory for Nintendo Entertainment, launched in July 1985.
Yeah. So,
And then October of that same year in North America. He only had a short lifespan of only 2 games, with Gyromite and Stack Up. He was released in the intention of portraying the Nintendo Entertainment System as a novel toy. So it wasn't just having this game system. They tried to incorporate him as a fun buddy. Though Mario came out, I think Rob was supposed to be like the mascot of Nintendo.
Mario was out at that point.
But I think, if you think of, when I think of an SNES, I think of the controller. I think back then you thought of the friendly robot.
You thought of the controller?
When you think of the word, yeah, I think of that iconic controller of an NES, no?
You said SNES.
Oh,
I was like, when I think of SNES, I think of all the great games that came out.
That's true. Sorry, no, I meant NES. I love that they brought him back. Again, if I was like my age now playing the DS, I would have been like, wow, that's a lovely nod to old Nintendo, classic Nintendo.
Well, also the karts he had were like just
so retro. They were cool.
Well, they were just like out of this world bonkers. Like one of them was literally just a unicycle on stilts. Like just
oh my gosh,
crazy.
You're right. Yeah, so having like
it was called the Rob Legs.
Yes, he was. Oh, there wasn't a unicycle, but it was.
Yeah, no, it was tall and it just had one wheel on the bottom.
No, I believe each leg had like a little wheel.
It was one leg. I'll Google it right now. I'm showing you right now.
Anyway, I did like that they brought Rob back for Super Smash Bros. Again, nice nod. Again, we'll talk about Smash Bros. Later. See? 2 legs.
Yep.
2 legs.
All right.
I was right.
Wrong. I'm wrong again. I'm not. All right.
I know my Mario.
But you got to admit, this is like a completely ridiculous looking thing.
Yeah.
But it like somehow, like it looks ridiculous objectively, but it still looks good.
It's funny. So yeah, okay. What I think this might be the only one when they had the challenges. Do you remember playing those?
With the boss battle, like
I loved those.
Like it taught you how to play the game better. Like that's how I learned how to drift.
I did that taught me how to drift.
They were like they had challenges.
But now Double Dash had drift too.
Yeah,
So-
I think they've had drift since like 64.
Yes, they did.
Um,
Or Super Circuit. Super Circuit came out first.
they had anyway, they had the challenges. So it was like, all right, drift through like
It's like the numbered gates.
yeah, like drift through the numbered gates,
Or
like
drift like 5 times in 10 seconds.
Yeah.
That was one of the hard. And then you would fight what? Like Big Bully,
yeah,
two
and
giant
then you
hands.
had boss battles like
They were very easy
They were
boss
the-
battles, but
they were the
fun.
same. It was a tie-in from Super Mario 64
64.
DS.
Oh, they were.
Yeah.
I didn't know it had. Oh, okay, that I didn't know. You played like completion run of TS. I never did.
I actually didn't. I only got up like I had like 110 stars and
How
there was
much?
120.
Oh, you.
I never actually completed the whole thing.
Oh. Anyway, I just.
Anyway, so
such a
it's
good
it's like
game.
those bosses. If you're familiar with that game,
Yep.
I'm not gonna go on a whole spiel about that game.
Yeah,
but it's
It,
yeah.
it was a
like,
fun
obviously,
game. There was,
except
again-
Bowser. Bowser was not a boss because
Yeah.
Bowser's a playable character.
yeah, but again, in that there was more to do.
Yeah.
And yes, there were still the balloon battles. And then
Balloon battles. And then yeah, remember balloon
was it
battles?
only balloon? Or was there
No, it was
another
balloon
one?
battles and shine
Runners.
Shine runners.
Shine Runners. And we had the coin ones, which was my favorite.
Well, I mean,
They had the shine again.
It's basically the same. No, it's a little different.
It was
Little-
different.
little
It's very different.
Was it very different?
Because you could there was only 10 shiners to be good. No.
Well, the only difference was like there was an theoretically unlimited amount of coins.
Yes. Which is why you
Yeah.
could collect over 30 coins.
Yeah.
And you could save your team.
And
For
there was
this,
only
you were-
it's very different because like only one shine would appear at a time.
Exactly.
So yeah.
No, for the Wii one, only one. For the DS one, I thought there
Well, the
was
Wii
like
one didn't have shines; it had coins.
no, for the DS one.
Only one shine would appear at a time.
Was it? Oh, I don't
Yeah,
remember. I thought
there
was
was
like
6 of them. There was like 6 rounds. Like one shine would appear at a time. Everyone would like go to get it.
Oh, you're
and
right.
then once someone got it, they'd have like 15 seconds, and someone could steal from them.
yes, you're right.
Remember
I'm
that?
thinking yes, because you know what? They brought it back, and I believe 7.
Is it
and I'm
different
mixing
now?
them up a little bit. I
Is
could be wrong.
Is 7 even worse than I thought it was?
It probably is.
Wow.
So we already know we already know that number 2 for
Yeah.
me is Double Dash, and you were Mario Kart DS. So that means number one,
Mario Kart Wii.
Mario Kart Wii. How can you not have?
I mean,
I don't want to say a perfect game, but it practically
can I just say, like, first of all, the Wii wheel. Like,
Oh!
come on! Like Mario Kart was made for the Wii. Come on.
It really was. Great characters. How so? I would say so diverse, but honestly, there were 4 babies, 3 monkeys,
There were
3
4
turtles.
There was just Baby Mario, Baby Luigi, and
Baby Peach. Was it Baby D? No, Baby Rosalina.
No.
Oh, there was only 3.
Rosalina wasn't
Still-
out
okay.
yet, was it? Did Mario Galaxy come out yet?
Yeah, you could unlock Rosalina.
No, I mean Mario Galaxy. Had that come out yet? Like,
Yes,
did they-
because the whole point is if you could either get.
Oh, that's right. That was
yeah.
if you had a Mario Galaxy save file.
You
That's
would-
how you
you
unlocked
would-
Rosalina.
Or you would have to do, I think,
that's-
150cc 3 stars everywhere. Or maybe that was Bowser Jr.
I mean,
There was
'cause I remember
another
that's
way.
how you unlocked it. Is I let you
Yes.
borrow my copy of
Yes.
Galaxy.
You remember? There was actually no, Mario Galaxy 2, I believe. Regardless, it's still registered.
Yeah.
There was a way for you to get all of them without doing
Yeah.
that. But that was like, if you never knew that, how cool, you already got
Again,
the
like
character.
that's what's so nice about it. Like, you know,
There were like little cheat sheets.
there's no DLC.
No, there weren't.
Like it was like
This also introduced bikes for the first
Yes.
time, and you could do a wheelie and get an acceleration boost.
also doing tricks off of jumps was
Oh.
really nice.
Oh.
You just shake the Wii remote.
You know
a
what?
little
I don't
bit.
know if the newer Rainbow
I know you
Road.
can press R
No.
to do it in the newer ones.
No,
but
no. For the new Rainbow Road, what I used to do is, you know how the 2 donut holes? I would
Yeah.
go under like time trials and just do trick flips back
Like-
and forth.
oh,
You
yeah.
could do that only sometimes if you had like a mushroom. That's how you start it, and then you just keep going.
Yeah.
It was so much fun. Again, I loved the characters. We see new characters. We see return characters such as Diddy Kong, Toadette, and Boo, or King Boo. King Boo came back.
King Boo came back after
Double Dash.
after a respite,
What's that? What do you mean respite?
a little bit of
Oh,
a break.
Yep.
He was a playable character in Double Dash, and then he was demoted to item in DS,
He was.
and then he came back.
It was. And now in the new games, you could, and in this one, you could have King Boo and be a Boo for an item. You could do both.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you remember that.
I do not remember that.
We have new
'Cause I'm always in first
We
place
had
and I
new
never get
characters such as Funky Kong, Rosalina, and Dry Bowser. Bowser Jr. I forgot came back in Double Dash. He was in.
Yes.
And then finally, Waluigi's finally playable. We had to wait 6 years.
Waluigi's has been playable since Double Dash.
No. I'm saying
Oh, you mean how they got rid of him in 7?
Yes.
Yes.
to 8. From Wii was the last time. Mario Kart Wii was the last time we would see Waluigi until 6 years later in Mario Kart 8.
Yes. That's
Like,
really sad.
he's one of the, like, when you think of Mario now, he's one of the, there's no such thing as the original 8. It's now like the original
Like 12.
10. 1, 2,
12.
I have a poster, right? That's bad. I have
whatever.
1, 2, 3, 4. How many is right there?
Well, I mean, you got 1,
9.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
10. Okay, go on the other post. This one, 10. Because Boo doesn't really count. There's 10 of them. You
Yeah,
have,
that's
it's not the 8 anymore. It's the original 10.
I mean,
That's the Mario world. It really, I mean, granted, sometimes you would exclude like Daisy and Waluigi.
I'd exclude Daisy. I'd exclude Toad before I exclude Waluigi.
You can't exclude Toad as much as everyone
You can
wants
exclude
to.
Toad.
Anyway,
What have Toads ever done?
I
Just
know.
tell you the princess is in another castle? I don't need that.
I don't need that. I'm not going to that castle then. What I liked also is for the vehicles. I liked you had 6 of each class, 6 carts and 6 bikes of each weight class. That again, that didn't really affect how you played. A little bit, but not as like a make or break,
Yeah.
do or die situation. And all the cars were great. There was no ugly car. Maybe the Quacker for when you ride a toy duck.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like anyone drove cars anyway, because the bikes were so much better.
And then this leads me to a problem with Mario Kart. I don't play as a right. Some of the bikes now are just better due to stats in the newer games, which now it should be called what Mario
Did
Bike.
they have better stats?
They always do because they were slimmer. They could go faster.
No, I mean, for Wii, I always just picked them because you could do wheelies and that was cool.
No, I think no because
Like,
now
I just sort of assumed that the stats were like basically the same. You could just do
oh
wheelies and that was cool.
for the Wii.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm talking about.
Oh, I know
nowadays.
I know nowadays it's completely
It's
like
changed.
unbalanced and garbage.
And
but-
which is funny, I think Mario Kart Wii, maybe Mario Kart Wii and Mario Kart DS. But which one came last?
Mario Kart Wii.
Wait, okay. I think Mario Kart Wii was the turning point for Mario Kart franchises. Because now what came after that?
Yeah,
7.
After that was they
7.
haven't-
We already know what number 7 is. It took it downhill.
They haven't made a good game since then. They've made one terrible one.
Another okay one. No, then
They made one terrible, one bad, and
then one
okay.
apologized. One apologized one.
I mean, you had the giant mushroom.
You did that came back. Yeah.
Which never did that ever come back? The giant
Yes.
mushroom.
I want
the one
to
that
say
made
yes.
you huge.
No, I know which one you're talking about. I think so for the new one, but I don't remember now.
I know the cloud never came back.
Thank God. Well, no one liked the cloud.
No one liked it, but it was fun.
It was fun.
It was.
It got you mad. It got you more intense.
It was fun when you successfully used a cloud.
Yes. Not when you lost. Not when you lose.
The cloud was like almost a low stakes blue shell in that regard.
Yeah. And now it's interesting though. This game had what 8 cups, 4 races.
Yeah. So 32 races.
Yeah, it had the battle stages, had the coin, had the bombs, had the coins, and had the balloon battles.
But here's the thing, like, not only were like the 16 original tracks,
Yep.
definitely up there with like some of the best ones.
Yeah.
The selection of retro tracks were also
perfect.
like absolute like
I
top
would not,
notch.
and I loved Wario's Gold Mine
Like,
and Coconut Mall.
were
Like,
there-
there were so many good race tracks. Period.
Were there some retro tracks that they didn't bring back for that one?
Mm-hmm.
That they could have.
They could like Yoshi's Circuit maybe.
I'm thinking specifically Waluigi
One at a
Pinball.
Oh yeah, that they
From
brought
the
that.
DS?
They brought that one back in
Which was
7,
fantastic.
which was nice. No, yeah,
They brought that back in 8, didn't they? No, 7.
7. I think they brought it back in 7 again, which was nice. Yeah, what I said is overall this is the epitome of a nostalgic Super Mario game along with Donkey Kong and Super Mario Bros. Overall, the best Mario Kart game by far. 100%. I could not ask for a better game. I'm just waiting. I hope Mario Kart 9.
If Mario Kart 9 is literally a port of Mario Kart Wii to the
I'd
Switch,
be okay with that.
I wouldn't even complain. I'd be 100% fine with that.
I would legit copy and paste.
I mean,
I don't know.
I like my ideal what's your ideal Mario Kart 9 as far as like
here's the thing. I want them to almost go backwards.
So do I.
Which I don't think they would.
I mean, my pipe dream, no pun intended, would be like for the retro to have like literally all the tracks from every game. I know that's not gonna happen.
Well, they had that in Double Dash. What was it called? Like the Cup, where you played all of them back to back.
Well, it was I forget exactly what it was called, but like that was just like after you won all 8 cups.
Yeah.
All four cups. Mm-hmm. They added another one which was just all 4 of them combined into one like big cup.
Yeah.
I'm talking like I'd love for the retro.
That's like our version of like Versus, where you can customize the rules.
Yeah. Well, you can't customize the rules. It's just all the tracks in one cup.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, if they brought back all the tracks from all the games, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Because I would.
Because I know they wouldn't let me personally choose like my 16 favorite.
Yeah.
So like ideally, I just want them to bring back all of them.
Now here's the thing. Again, I will argue that I think I'd rather have. What I would do is I would have more racetracks.
Yeah.
No kart customizations, only selected karts.
Yes.
Which then hopefully in return means maybe more characters. If not, I'm not saying more like mash up 8 and Wii combined.
Yeah,
meaning all the characters that were in Wii, put them in 8, and then add all the Koopa links. That's all I want.
I mean, I don't really like the 8's gimmick with the weird upside down stuff.
Well, you know what though, but
I mean,
I could settle for that if they kept it.
Yeah, I'm kind of sad because like I don't see them going backwards. Although they did, like when they introduce a gimmick, they usually keep it. But you know they did, like coins didn't come like from Super Circuit. Coins didn't come back until 7.
And that was their excuse to you can get customizations.
Yeah. Or like the cloud never came back from Wii.
Yeah, certain ones go back and forth.
The whole two characters per car never came back from Double Dash. So, there's some hope that they'll get rid of some of the stuff.
And here's the thing though, I don't know if this is true.
Then again, those were one-off things as opposed to
Well, here's the thing. I don't know if when we get older, I don't think Nintendo's making games for our age now.
I mean, they're not.
We're looking at games. I'm thinking during late elementary.
They've always been sort of like for all ages. You know what I mean?
No, of course. But like, they're not gonna be like, okay, what do college kids, senior kids want in this video game? The original, back in the old days, well, the kids want newer, faster, cooler cars.
Maybe we should just get rid of the kids.
No, we can't do that now.
That's my solution.
All right. Well, you know what? It's been great having you, EJ, coming here. We will do more podcasts in the future. I think, so our top choices as we had them, starting from number 7, going all the way up to our best game is the Wii.
I mean, if you've never played it, like, just do yourself a favor.
You need to
somehow find yourself a way to play Mario Kart Wii with your friends.
And I think everyone has played. Everyone has had a Wii in their life.
I'm assuming that's true, but
I think and here's okay. We're gonna keep going. I'm sorry. Before I end this, if I had to tell you like best like top 4 games for the Wii, it'd be Wii Sports.
Wii Sports is a classic.
It would be Mario Kart Wii. More Wii Music. Some people don't have that. And then Super Smash.
Wii Music isn't good.
It's not. It was just again like to idolize. It's like our 1-2 switch. It's just more promotional.
Wii Music is only there to just like mash buttons and make the worst song imaginable. Let's
yeah,
yeah. It really wasn't worth the $60.
I don't think it was $60.
I think it was.
Oh my goodness. Oh really? I don't know.
I feel like it was.
It's 60 now. I don't remember what it was. Anyway, that's going to do it for here, folks. Thank you all for listening. All right, guys, that's all we have from here. As always, have a good day, Wheeler.